Okay, so it's been 2 weeks since my second dose of the COVID vaccine. So I'm going to show you how one of these lateral flow antibody tests works. First, there is, and this is the FOSTEP rapid diagnostic test. First, there is an alcohol swab. Sterilize your finger. And there is a finger lance. Pricks your finger. It doesn't hurt at all. It just makes a clicking noise. And then there's a little pipette to help collect the blood. Up to the first line, and you put 1 drop of blood in the well. All right. And then there is a buffer solution. You put 2 drops of that in the well. 1, 2 after the blood, and then it takes 15 minutes to run, but typically you'll see results sooner than that, and you can see the flow of the blood and buffer coming up the test strip. All right, so look at the vaccination card. I had my first dose on 4/23, and prior to that in 4/22, I took the first antibody test, which came back negative for the IgG and IgM antibodies. The IgM is the first antibody to show up. It's the short-lived one, and then the IgG is the long-lived antibody, which confers long protection to COVID-19. So that was negative initially. Then after my first dose on 4/23, I got the first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. 10 days after that, I took another antibody test on 5/3. This one came back negative for both IgG and IgM. 20 days after the first dose, I took another antibody test. This one came back positive for both IgG and IgM. And on the IgG, you can see a fairly dark line. The IgM line is very faint. So I probably missed the IgM antibodies. So that was 2 weeks out. So then that was on 5/13. On 5/16, I got the second dose of the vaccine, and now it's been 2 weeks from that second dose. It's now 5/30, and I'm taking another antibody test just to close that loop. You can see that you can already see the IgG line has shown up, and there's still that faint IgM line. Technically, you need to wait the full 15 minutes for confirmed results, but you can, in this case, see that already. So obviously, you don't need the antibody test to prove that the vaccines are actually giving you immunity to COVID-19. That's been well proven in the scientific literature, but it's just cool to watch the formation of the antibodies just for fun. So that's how these tests work.